Hey, Shalom Akim. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And, me and the brothers getting up through the spirit, going into a culture vultures and linking it up with the scriptures.
Oh, yeah, Khan, because, I'm going to get the definition of culture vulture. Pretty much, it's like a term our people came up with when a heathen, specifically they aiming at the so-called white man, when he tries to, take in things that we created, such as rap, and he tries to indulge in it, tries to dive into it and stuff that we created, and our people get pissed off, and they'll call them culture vultures, man. And then they'll say that the so-called white man, he's always, stealing our ideas. He's always stealing cultures that ain't his. Well, guess what? He did the same thing with the scriptures, man. But now when it comes to the scriptures, oh, no, it's for everybody. Dude, are you kidding me, man? All across the scriptures is all about Israel, Israel, Israel. But don't you see his same pattern? He culture vultured the scriptures, man. He culture vultured the Bible. Just like he culture vultured rock and roll. We created that. Just like he culture vultured rap music. Okay? Culture vultured hip hop. All these different things, man. That we created. So he did the same thing with the scriptures. So it's the definition of culture vulture. It says a culture vulture is a person who adopts something from a different community and makes it their own. See, and these scriptures is for the community of Israelites. But now he adopted it and tried to make it his own. Oh, salvation is for me as well. Oh, the Lord is dealing with me as well. And when the scriptures say, thou thoughtest, matter of fact, start off with that. Psalms 55. So Psalms 55 and what's that? Salaki. Oh, let me search it on 51? Here real quick. 51. Salaki, bear with me. Yeah, this is Psalms 50 and 21. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such in one as thyself. See, because you adopted something that's not a part of your community. You adopted something that was of somebody else's community, man. And that's why you thought that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee. No, the Lord ain't with you being a culture vulture, and set them in order before thine eyes.
Yeah, brother, because it's like, going into like basically Israelite foreigners and shit, you could actually be grafted, not grafted, but it's basically after like so many generations, you actually think this is you.
Right. So
like when we talk to certain these Amalekites and shit, yeah, these fucking I don't know what the fuck I could call them.
Yeah, you can call them kites, Amalekite.
Yeah, these kites or whatever, and we tell them who they're not or whatever. They're so prideful because this is what they learned. This is what their grandparents learned. So it's been passed down through generations. All right. So as the brother said, thou hast thought that I was altogether as one as thee.
Yep, I got a scripture for you. Really, this was applying to Israelites, our people, but it applies to you heathen as well. Jeremiah 16 and Jeremiah 16 and also let me search it. 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And you see that? So that's pretty much starting with our people, what they're going to begin to say when they realize that they're in all these false religions, okay, that the so-called white man ultimately created. And then the so-called white man, he's going to realize that as well. All right, when he realizes that the Lord was never dealing with him, man, he's going to say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, right? You thinking that you are a part of this, thinking that the scriptures pertain to you, man, when it actually didn't. And that's why, and there's examples of that, man. Matter of fact, with Yahweh Shai, it's literally examples of, you thinking that you are a part of this thing because your forefathers inherited lies. And that's the woman at the well, man. Which now IUIC is saying she was an Ephraimite. Just keep coming up with crazy shit. Right? This is John 4. And 21, Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, well, I'll start at verse 19. So the woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers, see, she was a fucking culture vulture, man. This is the original culture vulture. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So to speak.
Hey, because I believe that goes back into 1 Kings 17 to where our people was doing wickedly. The Lord took them out of the land and put heathens there. You know, so like I said, after, you know, time and time again, or after years and years of being in that land, you actually think it's your shit. You know, but hey, the Lord is going to come back and show you, nah, it's just, you know, you was put there because our people went off, you know.
Mm-hmm. It says, our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship.
Hey, that's like, Slaki, even, you know, with this American mindset, you know, you might call yourself, you ask somebody what's their nationality, you might call yourself American because they was born here, you know. But hey, like we always go into, if you take a Chinese, you know, if you take a Chinese baby, you know, and bring them over to America, all right, does that make them American now? Nah, they still Chinese. It was just a Chinese baby that was born in America.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it says, our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. She's talking about Jerusalem, man. Talking about our fathers, this
exactly.
And that. Get the fuck out of here, man. You're not a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Yahushua was telling her. He said, believe me, you ain't gonna be worshiping anywhere, man. Your ass gonna be up out of this land, right? Because you're not a part of this, man. But you're trying to be a cultural. You're trying to adopt something that's not yours. And ultimately, going back to the so-called white man, this applies to you now. Okay, you had no business opening up the scriptures, all right, and pertaining unto yourself. Now you only set yourself up for a huge letdown, man. And 2/3 coon-ass niggas, what does the scripture say about y'all? They that's joined unto you, they that joined unto them, shall be thrust through with them, man. So you sticking your neck out for this guy, you're going to be destroyed too. Okay? And we'll get some scriptures on how salvation is only for Israel. Matter of fact, the next verse he said it. It says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews, man. Meaning the Israelites, okay? That's who salvation is for. But you trying to adopt it to yourself, now you think salvation is for you, and it's just another culture vulture thing that you did, man. Right? And I got another scripture because this reminds you of the brother Shar always goes into this. Right? Job chapter 30 verses Salaki, pretty much how it goes into that he's full of the bones of his youth.
Oh, Job 20. Bones of his youth.
Oh yeah, yep. Job 20 and 11. It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Okay? Because he's always doing the same shit, man. Alright? The same, like Shah said, the same old two-step. The same wickedness. He does it over and over. The same evil, wicked tactics, man. You know? The same bullshit. How he steals our culture today, he did it before with the scriptures. Right? One other tactic that he always uses is he withholds food from you, man. He did it with the Gadites, which are the Native Americans. You know, he killed off all their buffalo. You know, the buffalo ain't do nothing to him, man. But he killed off all of them so that they couldn't make clothing, food, utensils. And then he said, look, you have nowhere else to turn. So just sign this contract to come and live on this reservation. So now guess what? He's full of the sins. So I get Job 20:11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. He's going to do that same sin again, that same transgression, that same wickedness again with Maxine. He's going to shut down all these stores. He's going to cause some type of uproar to where the trucks don't make it to the stores, man. And he's going to say, if you want food, come and take this Maxine, man. The same old shit he always does, man.
This is I got some. This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse I guess I'll start at 14. I'll get straight to the point actually. Verse 15. It says, "Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well." All right, because what's that precept in Deuteronomy where it talks about how the Lord separated the nations?
Oh, I think 14:2.
Yep, the Lord separated the nations, man. You know, so the Lord was never with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Being grafted as one. Hey, Genesis 11 tells you that, and like the brother said, Esau is basically a man after you know, that does the same shit over and over because he thinks he can get away with it. You know. And this is why he's going to come with his new world order, trying to graft everybody in as one. All right, we're all one. All right, I bleed, I bleed blue just like you, type shit.
Yep, I got that for you. Deuteronomy 32:8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, man, He divided them. Okay.
Exactly. So when you go into Genesis 10, you know what I'm saying, the Greeks get the this portion of the island. All right, the Moabites get this. Israel gets this portion of land. Ham is over there. You know, there was never no such thing as grafting each other, man. You know, the Most High called us separate from those people. All right, so here it is. People think we're together now because, you might be a damn black person that takes upon their religion. You might be a black person that takes on, which we're not black, we're Israelites. But I'm talking about according to this world psychology. You'll be a black person, practicing Islam, man. But that doesn't make you Arabic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they don't even respect you, too. They really look at you as a clown, man. All right? I know that for a fact. They don't accept you. They think you a culture vulture, man. Worshiping some Allah. All right? The homeland is in freaking, like, Saudi Arabia, man. Full of Ishmaelites. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when He separated the sons of Adam, He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Oh, and what's that scripture? It says, "Set him not body, lest he seek to overtake thee."
Sirach 10.
Yeah, man. That's what happens, man. You say Esau by you, all right? He's going to seek to overtake you. He's going to see what your weakness is, all right? And, just for example, you got a Edomite in the hood or whatever, but he's sagging his pants, he's smoking weed with you and shit. You ain't gonna think nothing of it, man.
Yeah, that's right. 12 actually. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching." Yeah, man. Yo, man, they, for some reason, man, they really be on these Amalekites freaking nuts, man. You always see some video coming up of Amalekites dancing to rap music, and Jay be like, yo, these New York Amalekites is different out here, having fun with them. Just because they trying to blend in with you, being a damn culture vulture, don't mean that they cool with you, man. Jake is so simple and retarded as fuck. Alright? That's why they gonna be destroyed, man. You gotta have something called wisdom. But you only could get wisdom if you got a sincere spirit. Because wisdom don't dwell in a malicious soul. And all these niggas is malicious out here. They're wicked and evil, man. They'll pop your woman, man. Like, how fucked up is that? But it's such a normality amongst our people, man. And part of that is because of them Amalekite. And they don't even know that. Part of the reason why they keep, why they think adultery is so normal is because of these Amalekites. That's what they want to hear, man. When you turn in your album, Jake talking about they masters. When you turn in your album, man, he wants to hear wicked shit on it. If you talking righteous, man, he ain't gonna approve it. He gonna say you owe me another one, or I'm gonna sue your fucking ass for everything you got. So you gotta pump wicked music. They don't even know that Amalekites is the one doing that, man. That's jacking up their people. But just because he out here dancing to some nigga music, you think he cool.
Yeah, but that's actually a tactic that Esau does over and over again. He don't just come into your neighborhood or come into your city or whatever and take it down. Nah, I mean, he'll have spies, different mercenaries, to blend in, what they call, like, undercover agents and shit like that, you know, that's something like culture vulture, man. But it's really, you know, to give the intel to the enemy, and for him to have a better way of taking you down, like the brother said.
Yeah, like in that show Snowfall, he always finds a fucking nigga, a selfish, greedy, wicked nigga, to come in and help overthrow his own people. Yo, man, that show Game of Thrones and Lannisters, that's Edomites, man. Trying to pay their way out, pay their way in. Every man has its price. Shut the fuck up, man. Your wicked ass. Every man has a price. Write your number down on his check, man. Man, fuck you, man. Okay? And your damn money with the money with your face on it, man. That ass, I'm sick of you, Edomite. I'm sick of you 2/3, man. Fuck y'all, man. Right, verse Ecclesiastes, unless you got something?
Yeah, I got something real quick. Oh, was more than that actually?
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 12 and 11. Ecclesiasticus 12 and 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
Yeah, it's another. It's another one in Sirach that says, like, you know, a man, he might humble himself for an occasion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the scriptures speak about how, like, a man will humble himself for an occasion, man.
He'll be his friend for an occasion.
Yeah. And that's Sirach 13.
Yeah, then when he overthrow your ass, he gonna say, hey, survival of the fittest, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Shit, but you don't gotta get it.
Alright,
yeah, the scriptures say how, you know, how a man humbles himself for an occasion, man. But when the time comes, hey, like we see with these 2/3 hirelings, you know, they looking like 2/3 right now, man. You know, they was humbling themselves for an occasion, but now their wickedness is shown, you know, outwardly, as I say, you know.
Oh, you have to say something, right?
Yeah, I got some. This is St. John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. You see? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has come to set, like the scriptures say, when he comes, he's going to set what? The goats on the left hand and then the sheep on the right. You know? So that we can live, you know, we can live happily, man. You know? Don't got to worry about, you know, just the wickedness of a nigga trying to snake you, man.
I'll get on one more. Salaki, this is
Hey, cause that's a you know how kind of like you might have a dude that he got to live a life of like solitude or something, cause he always got to look over his shoulder. You know, that's basically how we living, man. We're set forth as a prey in this world, but the Lord said, and on all levels, as you see, we're going into you know, religion aspect, so to speak, or not even living a religion, but a heritage aspect. You know, which is a very fucked up way of doing things. But anyway, the Lord's, when he comes back, he's gonna separate. He's gonna put us on our own, man. You know, away from our captors. You know, give us our own mindset.
This is Psalm chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? You know, that's like you going to the BET Awards or something, man. You know, what the hell you doing here? Okay? I thought black entertainment was supposed to be all about black people. What the hell is the Edomite doing here, man? You know? Like his movie's coming up or something. Alright? Imagine some goofy Edomite movie coming up. Alright? As a nominee in a black BET entertainment, man. It's like, what do you have to do with this? You don't have nothing to do with our culture. So the Lord is saying that same thing with you when it comes to the scriptures. So the Lord is pretty much calling you a culture vulture. The Lord himself is calling you a culture vulture, man. Because he's saying, what do you have to do with this? All right, what the hell you know about this? It says, but unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and casteth my words behind thee. And then he can't even do it right. He wants salvation to be for him.
Picking and choosing shit.
Yeah. Then he's teaching you that the laws is done away with. Because these 2/3 niggas get that from their daddy Esau, man. The laws is done away with, man. When that's very how convenient is that when you got in the book of what's that in Tobit, how he gave him the track record that if we continually sin, that the Lord won't deal with us. And then he says the laws is done away with, man. So put 2 and 2 together, you know. So he's a fucking culture vulture. You 6-pack Joes, and really amongst the wicked elite, they know what they doing, and it's just a way for us to continually go off, man.
Yep. And the scripture say, man, arise ye and depart from this place. It's not your rest. You know, as long as you here, just know that you'll never have any rest, man. Esau will continually devise ways, all right, to infiltrate you and take you down. Hey, that's why going into the RFID chip, that's the last prophecy, man. You know?
Yeah, and this thing is going down. So
yep. Hey, even in the medical world, they call it what? Inoculation, as far as vaccines go. You know, constantly trying to get inside you. It's like you got it.
Nah, it's all good. And this thing is going down. I just want to say, man, you know, wrap it up. Like, this thing is going down. You was watching the news. They out there protesting in New York. The teachers that they don't want to be forced to take the vaccine, and they don't want their kids to be forced to take it. So now they out there protesting. So this thing is going down, man. You know, definitely.
Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you I can be edified, and we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Shalom, Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.